It's your girl Nate, and I just want to say I'm sorry in advance. I'm not wasting any time. I'm home. Let's get into this. This is the well, it's an argument. The argument that I had with Sam before we eventually stopped talking. This all began over a post on Snapchat. That is how this whole situation happened. Those little things on Snap where it's like, oh, you repost it and then you like do the thing. So basically the thing was different bonds that you have had in your life. And some of the options were like, oh, a bond that you love, a bond that makes you laugh, a bond that's broken. So your girl's petty. And with the thing where it's like a bond that's broken, I posted a video of Jaden and I said a bond that's broken. Mind you, by this time, I am in high school. I do not give two rats' tails whether or not Jaden likes me, who's dating him, and I live, well, I don't even live there. I go to a school on like the opposite of town. Like, we're not even in the same district anymore. Like, sis, I'm not concerned about Jaden. They said, yo, bro, what did she even do? And they also mentioned the fact that I spelled bond correctly. And, so here's the thing. I'm not stupid. I mentioned this in the last video. I don't like being played for a fool. I don't like being played for a dummy. Don't act stupid and don't act brand new. Keep the same energy. All through 8th grade, all I talked about with Sam was, don't be with Jaden. Don't be with Jaden. Don't be with Jaden because of this, that. When you don't listen to me, do not come back and pretend like you're stupid and then expect me to re-explain myself. Sis, I have a project due. I ain't got time for you. When they mentioned that I didn't spell bond correctly, I was all like, oh, shut up. And they put the laughing emojis. And then they said, but for real, what did Jaden even do? I'm a bit curious. How are you curious? Because if I don't, maybe I got a case of amnesia. Because if I remember correctly, when you started getting involved, I told you specifically why I didn't like them. You know what? I remember a 5 or 4 hour conversation on the phone about why you should not be with Jaden, my reasoning, and telling you why I don't like them. So don't come here acting brand new. I just say, are you guys still dating? And then they say, what do you mean still? I said, someone told me that you guys started dating. And then they said, I thought you were referring to 8th grade because we weren't. I said, oh, I know. Because I know that you weren't dating in 8th grade. Because I was there when they rejected you multiple times. I was there. Who was there? Nay was there. Were you there? Because I remember you being there too. Because I know I was there. I don't know. Were you there? Were you there? Oh. Were you there? They say, yes, we are. Then I said, well, I can't say anything. I'm not looking to pick a fight. At this point, I just don't care. It's none of my business. I don't care. Do what you want to do. Be stupid. Be dumb. Whatever. I said, well, I can't say anything about it. And they say, how come? I said, you will realize in due time, but now your feelings are just all excited over them. And then they started off this with, well, look, I do not have time. I just don't. And even if I did, I still don't. You know why? You're over there with Jaden. I'm over here living my best life. Don't come at me with, oh, God, so irritating. They say, well, look, if it's something so bad and you think of me as a close friend, then they put supposedly. Then why don't you give me a heads up or something other than you'll realize in due time? Are you stupid? I hope you watch this video. Both of you. I hope you watch it together when you guys are like cuddling and talking about the 5th time that Jaden has cheated on you. Don't play me as a fool. I'm not dumb. I've never been dumb. I never will be dumb. Well, when it comes to this, I am not stupid. I have a very clear memory of 7 months of my life wasted giving you advice on someone that you knew. You knew they had you. Being me. How many times did I tell you to stay away from them? I told you so many times that they were toxic. I told you that they weren't good for you. I told you to stay away from them. And sadly, I know the type of person that they are. Hopefully they won't hurt you, but I kind of know that they will. And you know what? They did. That should be it, right? That should be the whole end of the story. It's not. It's not. It's really not. That's the beginning of the story. Sam says, what did they do for you to say all of this? I would always see you two buddied up at lunch and on Snap. I told them in 8th grade, I don't like Jaden, But since you are my friend and we have the same friend group, I don't want to start any drama. I told them that. I said it. I think I said it multiple times. I did say it multiple times. I know that because I was there. So then I say, Sam, I told you I didn't like them. I was nice to them because you liked them. They made it very clear they were not interested in you. Sam goes, but did you ever fully talk to them about what exactly was going on in their head? I don't care what's going on in their head. I don't. You know why? Because I'm not in middle school anymore. Jeez, Mo Christmas. They say, nay, just spill it. What exactly did they do? They say, you can't just tell me this stuff without something behind it. Did they make out with someone you liked or something? Oh, I about lost it. I said, did you forget when I first met you, I told you that I've been liking this person for a while. Continuously flirted with them. After I confronted it, I tried to play victim. This was when I realized, oh, you're insane. And then I said, have you ever realized that every time you accuse them of something, they get defensive right away? That's a red flag. And it is. If you confront someone about anything and their immediate response is to get defensive and yell and fight, they're wrong. They've done something and it's a red flag. But Sam is just stupid. I'm not judging them. I have been so dumb over people that I've liked before. Not for 7 months though. Not for 7 months. Never for 7 months. I have a little bit, just a little bit of sense in my head and friends that I actually listen to. And I realize that that person is temporary and that a friend could be for a lifetime. However, Sam did not realize that. That's why Sam has lost a friend. Then Sam says, well, yeah, I understand that, but aren't they always nice and cheery with pretty much everyone? I think that's Sam's way of justifying the fact that Jaden cheats on them a lot, but that was none of business. I say, they dragged you along for 7 months, took another person to prom with them, talked about how cute they were in front of you, knowing that you liked them. They knew how much you liked them and still did that in front of you. I know them, ma'am. If they really, really wanted to tell me how cute their date was, they would have told me after lunch. You know why? Jaden and I had a class together right after lunch, and we sat right next to each other. And anything that Jaden didn't want to say in front of Sam, they'd say to me after lunch. They played you. They purposefully talked about another person so you get jealous. And you fell for it. They knew how much you liked them. And they said, and quote, literal quote from Jaden so you know the type of person they are. I only like you as a sibling, and I'm not attracted to you, and I never was. I said that they dragged you along throughout the summer, keeping you in their little back pocket. They went to high school, realized that no one else there is a daggone dummy, but you are. So Jaden kept you in their back pocket, and when they realized that no one wanted to be with them, was like, oh, Sam, I want to be with you now. And you were like, okay, Jaden. I said, I only assumed that in high school you would have met someone who appreciates your kind heart, but you ended up with them. They may love you, but definitely not in the way that you love them. But no one listens to Nay. That should be the end of it, shouldn't it? It's not the end of it. Sam says, because there was some stuff you didn't know. You're missing so many key things. I say, like what? They say, for starters, they did have feelings for me at first, but they didn't act on them. Because in the beginning they were scared and they thought that I didn't like them. They stopped liking me because, for real, Nay, did you ever stop to see how much of a jerk I was? This kid wouldn't hurt a single fly. As angry as I get, I just feel bad for you, Sam. Honestly. I am not a nice, sweet person like you were. I don't have a good heart. I don't always see the good in people. However, you did. And you know what? Maybe that worked against you. Maybe that's why you're in this train wreck of a relationship. And you know what? When I say train wreck, I mean train wreck. Because when they would walk down the hallway together, I had friends from our friend group or people that knew me whisper in my ear and say, "Here comes the train wreck." Not me saying it. Those were other people's words. And at the end of the day, you don't deserve to be in a train wreck of a relationship. You don't deserve someone to be manipulating you and hurting you constantly. But I guess Sam feels like they deserve that. And you know what? More power to you, sis. After they said that they were a jerk, I said, "Is that what Jaden said? Yes or no?" I said, "It's not just what they said. It's what I've experienced. I knew for a fact that I was a bit of a jerk. Once they said exactly what was hurting them, I stepped back and realized, oh no, you're right. I, in all caps, type bull crap." That's some stuff Jaden would say. Jaden is so manipulative, and I don't hold it against them. They got you, Sam. You just got. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But you lost him, because you're a sucker. They say, "Nay, you can't say I wasn't a bit of a jerk. Do you realize how many times we ganged up on them?" Are they kidding? We were at a table, and yes, kids are not always nice, and me and my friends weren't always nice. There are days when people are like, "Nay, what are you doing? You look trash. You're doing this. Your hair look bummy. Your personality whack." Like, there have been days where that's been me. There have been days when that's been Sam. There have been days when that's been my best friend, and we did it to everyone. However, it was all in good fun. And we all knew that we were friends. We wouldn't say or do anything that hurt someone. I wouldn't say, "Haha, that's why your dad's an alcoholic." I remember specifically, they said to my best friend, "You look like Zelda." And for like the rest of the year, they called them Zelda. They say, "Do you realize how many times we ganged up on them?" I said, "Bull crap." Sam says, "How many times we made them feel stupid?" Aiden would say some off the wall stuff, like this one time, they said that they were 1/8 dog. We roasted the mess out of them, but it wasn't like a, "You said that you're 1/8 dog in front of a bunch of 8th graders. Did you expect us to be like, okay, I'm gonna eat my tacos now. All I can do is laugh. All I can do is laugh." And then I say, bull crap. So what I'm guessing happened is they made it seem like you were the reason y'all never got together. Am I right or am I right? I know I'm right. I'm always right. Then I say, look, that's your partner. You're happy that someone that you've been crushing on for the longest time finally agreed to date you. I get it. But can you at least not pretend like you're stupid? All caps I said. Everyone knew you loved them. You treated them like royalty. And don't give me that, "I was a jerk" BS. Don't lie to me. I hate that. I hate that so much. Sam says, "Yeah, I know it was obvious, but I'm talking about beforehand. Remember when I made them scream and cry and yell at me?" No! None of that happened. And if they yelled at you, they yelled at everyone. For everything. We were mentioning that Jaden was tall. Jaden. But then Jaden would call someone ugly and be like, "Why are you upset? What's happened? Why are you mad? Then Sam says, "Nay, you have to start realizing that everything you know may not always be the truth." So why are we having this conversation? This is so stupid to me. Then they say, "What you saw may not have always been the case." Are you doing a magic trick? Ooh, I disappeared. Like, what? And then they say, "Yes, Nay, I was always a jerk. Later in the year, when I tried working on it, I was always scared of messing up. That's why I always apologized." Which, that is something that Sam would do. Sam, would bump into someone by saying, sorry. Then I said, "Sam, I'm not talking about this anymore with you. This was all I did in 8th grade. Now, I'm not going back down that rabbit hole. That's your partner. I hope you two stay together. I already got that toxic person out of my life. And it's not like you're actually going to listen to me." And then Sam says, "You're right. I'm not going to listen to you. What was the point of you snapping me?" Send this to Sam and ask them, what was the point? You knew you weren't going to believe me. You knew you were going to stay in a relationship together. You knew that you loved them. And you knew that whatever I said, you would have a rebuttal for. Then why did you snap me? Why? Please, I stopped talking to Jaden because I didn't like the drama. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm a perfect little angel. I'm not a perfect angel. There are things in my life that, well, I don't regret them because I don't regret anything, but there are things in my life that I'm kind of ashamed, not even ashamed of. It made me stronger as a person. So I don't really regret anything. That's why when people try to like bring up my past, it's like, okay. Weird flex, but okay. Sam says, you're right, I'm not gonna listen to you because there's a part of a story I know is different from yours. This was so rude of me. I can't believe I said this. I would still say it to this day. I hope that if they leave you for someone else, or when you find out that they're cheating on you, they at least are nice about it, because they surely weren't nice about it with the last. Then they say, all right, maybe they've made some mistakes in their past, but that doesn't mean they can't learn from them. And nay, have you ever checked yourself? Then I said, I know who I am. I know how I've always been a bit of a jerk, but I've always been a great friend. Then Sam says, you literally told me the reason that you were friends with someone in the beginning of the year is because you felt sorry for them and thought that they were going to commit suicide. Fair. Can't really say anything about that. I said this, and I said, I know what I did. I was friends with someone because I felt bad for them. Which, I mean, can you really blame me if you see someone that's like super sad and super depressed? I'm gonna be their friend. I mean, I don't want them to be getting hurt. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me, but like, I felt bad. Which, I mean, hopefully someone's nice enough to feel bad for me and be my friend. At least that's something a nice person would do, because you would see that person that's sad and depressed and be rude to them. Wouldn't you, Sam? No, that's not something Sam would do. It's something Jaden would influence you to do. I said, you got played the entire summer and didn't care. That's very different. Then Sam says, you even pointed to them and asked me, do you know them? I responded, yeah, I kind of don't like them. And then you said, oh my God, I never liked them. ... So how can you even have the audacity to check her? Because she's a liar! I don't lie. I don't lie to people. I didn't lie to you. I didn't lie to Jaden. I don't lie to myself. I know who I am. Sometimes I'm a little bit of jerk. I understand that. The thing is, you don't understand that, and Jaden doesn't understand that. And maybe Jaden understands that and is just playing you. You know what? None of my business. However, I have the audacity to check someone because I'm very much so in touch with who I am and who other people are. I know everything. I told them how the relationship is gonna go, and it ended up going the exact same way. I tell people who I am, and I decide, and then you decide whether or not you want to be friends with me, whether or not you don't want to be friends with me, but Nay is going to remain Nay until the day she is dead. Simple. I said, yeah, but I knew the type of person that I am. I knew that if I was friends with them, they had the potential to be so much more. And I gave them that confidence. And like low-key, I did give that person that confidence. That person ended up being that person would never even think to like betray anyone. That person literally was a snake to me. They needed a little bit of confidence. I'm like, whatever. I wasn't hurt by it. I didn't really like them. So they say, knowing you're a jerk doesn't give you the right. Everyone, you pay no mind, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then I get into my whole spiel about how I was friends with that person because they needed confidence, and now they do have confidence, and they even were a snake to me. And then I said, so don't come at me with that. I know why I do the things that I do, and I always know the outcome of how it's going to happen. I said, ask my best friend what I said to them when me and that person became friends. I said that I'm going to give them the confidence, and it's going to end with them being a snake to me, which it did end like that, and that's why I don't like the person. Simple. You can't be like, oh, but you said that you didn't like them. They stabbed me in the back. Do you expect me to love them? I know you love people that try to play you, but that ain't me, Sam. That ain't me, sis. Then they say, clearly you don't know that people can change, but they didn't. I believe that people can change. Actions speak louder than words says she got cheated on 3 times. Maybe 4 by the time this video goes up. Who knows? I know that Jaden gets busy. You know that Jaden gets busy. And everyone that Jaden's getting busy with knows that Jaden gets busy. This was a quote from Sam. You know what? Yeah, you're right. I hope they do too. That's all I can say now is I got what I needed. And then I say, yes, Sam, you needed Jaden. I take it that you will have no hesitation telling them about this situation. Please tell them that I said hi. They say, you're right. I did. Because no matter what they do, no matter what happens, and even if they do all of the things that you said that they would, which they did, it'll be a heck of a lot better than turning out like you. And then I said, so that's how it is. Laughing emoji. Wow, I thought at least before you lost a friend over this trick that they would have at least given you some. And you know what? They probably still haven't, because they're getting it from the 3 other guys that they cheated on you with. But that was none of my business. Bye. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe.